Please be seated. Good afternoon on this glorious afternoon. I'm Richard Ice, Provost of the College of St. Benedict and St. John's University. We welcome you to the 102nd Annual Commencement exercise. It is indeed my pleasure to welcome all of you, the families, friends, honored guests, faculty, staff, and most especially the 2017 College of St. Benedict graduating class. I invite Sister Sharon to the podium to give the invocation.
Creator and all-compassionate God, we stand together in prayer, and with joy-filled hearts, we celebrate the many accomplishments of these College of St. Benedict graduates. We have been blessed by your presence among us, and as we watched you learn and grow and change and seek to discover where your passions and gifts met the world's needs. We pray in thanksgiving for the College of St. Benedict and St. John's University leadership and staff, for your professors and mentors, and most of all, we pray for your family and friends who have supported and guided you through the challenges and successes over these past 4 years. We hold today in a special way Keegan Tarrant, whose life here on earth was far too short, and most assuredly, whose spirit is with her fellow 2017 classmates today. And we pray that God would send a mantle of your love upon these women as they begin to write a new chapter in their lives. As their story develops, watch over them, protect them, and love them. When they are afraid, comfort them and give them assurance. When they are challenged, give them support and confidence. When they are lost, send them mentors who will gently guide them. And when they succeed, surround them with people who will rejoice with them. Thank you for bringing all of us here to this wonderful day, and we pray God's blessing upon all of us as we continue to rejoice and be glad in it. Amen.
Good afternoon. I am Mary Dana Hinton, the president of the College of St. Benedict. I offer my warmest welcome to the graduating class of 2017 and to the many others who are with us today who have been supporters, mentors, teachers, and parents to the College of St. Benedict class of 2017. Family and friends, faculty and staff, Sisters of the Order of St. Benedict, trustees, and members of the Platform Party, it is a privilege to be with you on this joyful day. I find myself feeling especially emotional as I stand before you today. You see, not everyone is as fortunate as I am to have this view of each of you Bennies. I can see you, your families, and your loved ones. I feel the strength and presence of the faculty, staff, and trustees, each of whom are invested in and celebrating with you today. You see, when I stand here, from what I call my podium perspective, it's not a collection of Bennies that I see. Instead, I get to see each of you and the hopes, dreams, and aspirations in your lives. Not only do I see you, I see how the most significant people in your life have come together to honor you. Because I have the privilege of standing at the podium, I can see the impact of the many people who have loved you and encouraged you and mentored you and walked with you along life's journey. A journey that is ongoing, but that is paused for a moment in this place to celebrate you. From my podium perspective, I look out and see that which may be invisible to you. So please allow me, Bennies, to tell you what I can see from the podium. When I look around this space, I see your families, birthed and created. I can see you for a moment just as your parents saw you. Many of them look at you and they remember the baby that they brought home from the hospital. Or maybe they see the toddler who always asked, why? Why? Some see the little girl who incessantly listened to Barney. In fact, I bet that many people in here, with little provocation, can conjure up in their mind 5-year-old you on your first day of school. And while they may not recall what you wore yesterday, every parent in this room can likely describe what you wore on that precious first day. Or maybe they see in you the spirit of a loved one who has passed away. Perhaps you possess a gesture, a habit, or a smile that brings to life someone who was loved and is greatly missed. Perhaps you're the daughter, grandchild, or niece who encapsulates generations of your family's dream of going to and completing college, truly a badge of honor. Whatever the case may be, Bennies, when your family looks at you, they see love. They see the energy and care they have poured into you. They see their past and their future colliding within you, filled with love. This afternoon, from my podium perspective, I see love in the room when I look out over the class of 2017. Bennies, from my podium perspective, I can also see human potential. You have instilled in everyone the unerring belief that you can do anything. When we see you, we look at you not only for what you have become, but for what you will continue to become as you go towards your future. We see a bright and bold future that you are working your way into. We've pushed you and challenged you because we've wanted more for you than at times you wanted for yourself. We've asked you to do more because we knew you could do more. You could be more. Our most fervent prayer is that you never give up on learning and that you never give up on yourself. Today, from my podium perspective, I see your potential and the community's belief in that potential. But as my gaze lingers upon you, one perspective overwhelms all of these other perspectives. One emotion supersedes feelings of love and glimpses of potential. Above all, Bennies, when I look at you, I see hope. I see the hope that you represent for your family, that you will be able to lead them to new heights, that you will live out their grandest aspirations for you. I want you to see their love and hope from your perspective. I see the hope that you represent for the community here at St. Ben's, that our work has not been in vain. You have an outstanding education which has prepared you to go forth as great thinkers, to change the world for the better. You are equipped to address whatever comes your way, which will at times be beautiful and at other times scary. I trust that you believe that you have been equipped to go out and live a full and energized life of the mind, committed to improving our common good. I see the hope that our Catholic and Benedictine values will be manifest in your daily life. May the Benedictine values guide your thoughts, words, actions, character, and destiny. I see the hope that you have in one another as Benny sisters, that you'll never forget each other, that you can always turn to each other, that you will always be willing to let your light shine and encourage and support the light of another. I pray that your perspective enables you to see your best selves in the eyes of each other. And I see hope for the future in each of you. Long ago and far away, I sat where you were seated, preparing to go out into the world. I had no idea what the world had in store for me, and it certainly never occurred to me that podiums would be in my future. But here's what I knew instead. I knew it's not always easy. I knew I wasn't valedictorian. I knew I couldn't even believe in myself some days. But I was surrounded by a family that offered unconditional love. I had mentors and teachers who thought I was bigger than my GPA and my GRE score and believed in my ability. And I had friends who cared about who I was, not what I was. It is those ingredients that sustained me, and it is those ingredients that will sustain you too. At the end of the day, what I see in each and every one of you is hope for the world. I hope that you see and nurture that perspective within yourselves. Chardin wrote, "The future belongs to those who give the next generation reason for hope." You have given every person in this room reason for hope. And if the key to a happy life is having something to do, someone to love, and something to hope for, then your future, from any perspective, is very bright. Congratulations, class of 2017. Thank you, and I love you. I now invite St. John's University President Michael Hemisath to come to the podium to offer congratulations from our partner in academic excellence, St. John's University.
Thank you. Thank you, Mary. Good afternoon. I bring special greetings to the St. Benedict's class of 2017 from your friends through the woods at St. John's University. First of all, congratulations on your soon-to-be received diplomas and all the successes that you have brought along the way to achieve this point. And secondly, I bring thanks. Thank you on behalf of all the Johnnies from the class of 2017 for challenging them in the classroom and making them better men outside the classroom. Thank you, Bennies, for being part of those Johnnies' lives for the past 4 years. We look forward to continuing this relationship in your new role as alumni in the years ahead. Congratulations.
We are humbled by the opportunity to posthumously honor Patricia Jackson Larson, class of '62, with the 2017 President's Medal. Patricia led an extraordinary life and left an extraordinary legacy. She lives on in the hearts and the minds of her family, her friends, colleagues, classmates, and the entire St. Ben's community, including legions of students who never got the chance to know her, but whose lives were irrevocably touched by her generosity. In partnership with her husband Dale, Patricia established the Marie and Robert Jackson Fellows Program. Since 2008, the popular and competitive program sponsors a group of CSB SJU students who spend a summer serving at community sites. Each fellowship involves civic engagement and work devoted to involving community life and improving community life. and the program results in thousands of hours of service every year. Students share their experiences each year with each other and with the student body as a whole, maximizing the program's enriching impact. Patricia and Dale's sponsorship removes the financial obstacle that might easily prevent students from pursuing this type of community service. True to character, Patricia elected to name the Marie and Robert Jackson Fellows program after her parents, not only to honor them, but also to deflect attention from herself. Indeed, Patricia and Dale's initial gift to the program was intended to be anonymous, though it didn't take long for her classmates to make the connection. By all accounts, Patricia was as humble as she was generous. She devoted her life to others, serving as president of the Larson Foundation and overseeing a prestigious portfolio of philanthropic endeavors. In addition, Patricia was personally active in her church and community and was a tireless advocate for children. She studied education at St. Ben's and began her career as a teacher. She was a founding member of the Children's Museum of South Dakota, and she and Dale made transformative contributions to the College of St. Benedict's education department, including a $2 million endowed scholarship. Patricia raised 3 children with Dale, her spouse of 50 years. Dale provides context for Patricia's enduring commitment to her alma mater. Pat held St. Ben's in the highest esteem, and the college provided inspiration for living a caring and productive life. Sister Coleman O'Connell, who worked closely with the Larsons to develop their philanthropic relationship with the college, said, "Patricia's impact in the college is profound, not only for what she has done for the college, but for inspiring others to follow her lead." On behalf of a grateful College of St. Benedict community, President Mary Dana Hinton posthumously confers the President's Medal upon Patricia Jackson Larson. Patricia is represented by her daughters, Kamel and Mari. Congratulations.
So Benny's, this next piece is particularly meaningful, so bear with me as I do the following. We at the College of St. Benedict are absolutely delighted to confer the Doctor of Humane Letters honorary degree upon Sister Michaela Hedekin, the 16th prioress of St. Benedict's Monastery. We honor Sister Michaela for her extraordinary leadership, dedication, integrity, kindness, and for her devotion to beautifully exemplifying the core values from the Rule of St. Benedict. Throughout her tenure as prioress, Sister Michaela has guided the monastery with conscientious vision and grace. She extends this charism to the entire St. Ben's community, and her partnership is a gift to the college. Sister Michaela, my friend, will you please join me at the podium? Sister Michaela is a living witness of the Benedictine values as applied to the life of a 21st century woman. As such, she is an exceptional role model for students, and yet her impact extends far beyond serving as an example. She fosters tender, supportive, and personal relationships with students as well as faculty and staff. She works tirelessly to enrich the experience of every individual affiliated with our shared community. Sister Michaela served on the college's Board of Trustees for the past 6 years, and her foresight and perspective proved integral to our strategic planning. Under her leadership, Benedictine-focused programming has flourished at the college and monastery. Examples include the development of the Benedictine Values Task Force and the School of Benedictine Spirituality. Both provide opportunities for faculty and staff to seek deepened understanding of Benedictine values and what it means to live and work in community. Sister Michaela is actively involved in the Benedictine Friends program that pairs sisters with students, and under her leadership, the monastery collaborated with St. Ben's Residential Life program to establish the first intentional living community for St. Ben's sophomores who want to cultivate interaction with the sisters. Her diverse accomplishments reflect her myriad talents. A native of Virginia, Minnesota, Sister Michaela entered monastic life in 1962 at the St. Bede Monastery, where she served as prioress from 2008 until the community joined the Sisters of the Order of St. Benedict in 2010. She also served as director of the St. Bede Retreat and Conference Center and spent 6 years as president of the Federation of St. Benedict. As prioress of St. Benedict's Monastery, Sister Michaela also served on the corporate board of St. Cloud Hospital, and in 2016 was named, along with Bishop Kettler, Catholic of the Year. Education is a vital component of Sister Michaela's life. After earning a degree from the College of St. Scholastica, Sister Michaela taught middle school for more than 2 decades. She earned master's degrees in religious education from Seattle University and in theology with an emphasis on monastic studies from St. John's University School of Theology. Sister Michaela's partnership with the college has been profoundly rewarding. Her impact at the institutional level is exceeded only by the impact she has had one-on-one for so many members of our community. We are deeply grateful for Sister Michaela's spirit of servitude, compassion, humor, generosity, and faith. The honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters celebrates Sister Michaela's extraordinary contributions, not just to our community, but to the innumerable people and places she has illuminated with her spirit. On behalf of the College of St. Benedict community, I confer upon you, Sister Michaela Hedekin, the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters. Please join me in applauding Sister Michaela.
Oh, thank you, dear. You made it. Thank you. Thank you.
You're a Benny. And a Benny was just born. Congratulations.
Thank you, dear. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I'm going off script to be the first to congratulate Dr. Hedekin. As Chief Financial Officer and Executive Vice President of Best Buy, Corie Barry, CSB class of 1997, is responsible for overseeing all aspects of global finance, pricing, procurement, strategic planning, and corporate development, as well as aspects of the company's technology and evolution, including IT, digital and information security functions. Barry began her career at Deloitte working in the audit function. She earned her CPA and was exposed to a variety of different industries. In 1999, she moved to Best Buy, supporting the service repair businesses as a financial analyst. Since then, she has held roles of rapidly increasing responsibility in both operational and financial leadership areas at Best Buy. She most recently was the company's Chief Strategic Growth Officer and previously served as Senior Vice President of Domestic Finance and as interim leader of Best Buy's Geek Squad organization. Prior to that, Barry grew her finance career broadly, serving in a number of roles, including Vice President of Finance for the Home Business Group and the Home Customer Solutions Merchant Groups. She also held leadership roles in retail finance, corporate financial planning, and analysis and services finance. In addition to her CFO responsibilities, Barry currently serves as executive sponsor of Best Buy's Women's Employee Network and acts as an executive liaison throughout the community, representing Best Buy's diversity efforts through speaking and other engagements. Barry serves on the University of Minnesota Carlson School of Management Board of Overseers and was most recently selected to participate in the Fortune Most Powerful Women Next Generation Conference. Barry is a passionate advocate for women championing women. She says she wouldn't be in her current role without her predecessor's advocacy on her behalf. She encourages young women to seek not just mentors, but sponsors who will advocate for them. One of her favorite pieces of advice is from her time at the College of St. Benedict, from her first year symposium professor, Professor Emeritus Ernie Dietrich, who told her, "Don't be afraid to step into the unknown. What's the worst that could happen?" Please join me in welcoming Ms. Corie Barry to the podium.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, President Hinton, members of the Board of Trustees, esteemed members of the faculty, supportive parents, grandparents, siblings, and any other family members you guys could scalp tickets for. Thank you for sharing this exceptional day with me, and congratulations. More importantly, however, congratulations to the women sitting in front of me, the College of St. Benedict graduating class of 2017. One of the first things I learned at St. Ben's was that we were to refer to ourselves as women, not girls, gals, or ladies if we did not want to. We were women. That was a distinct moment for me. There is courage in identifying who you are and then saying it out loud. To this day, I freely and openly correct people when they refer to me as a girl, and it happens. This school was life-changing for me. 20 years ago to this day, I was sitting right where you are, right there. I'd grown up in a small Minnesota town, go Blue Jackets, in the country with two self-employed artists as parents. And while the life of an artist certainly instills in you the belief that you should do both what makes you happy and what you believe will change the world, it is not exactly stable or wealthy. I grew up eating free lunch, wearing handed-down and not branded jeans, and I typically had patches on the knees of my snow pants, which I promptly stuffed into my backpack because I was mortified at the heart-shaped patches on my knees. I grew up with a single dad, and then a second mom, and then a second mom who battled cancer. And through all of it, my father insisted, it's right over there, I could do anything. So I was obviously going to college. I knew my attendance, however, would only be possible through focus on my grades, my extracurriculars, and my community. And somehow I stitched it all together through the generosity of others with grants, scholarships, and lots of loans. I tell you this because sitting where you are on my graduation day remains one of the most meaningful moments of my life. Not because the commencement speaker left an indelible print on me. I'm sorry, Susan Mondale, but I forgot who you were and I had to look you up at the St. Ben's archives. It was because I was right where I wanted to be. I felt poised to take on life. It was because I fundamentally believed that St. Ben's had given me the best possible skills, attributes, and moral compass, and I was prepared as I was going to be. Now, to be fair, I may not have articulated all that in the moment, but I see it clearly in hindsight. Fast forward 20 years, and so it was that President Hinton visited my office this fall. This past year has been kind of a big one for me. In June of 2016, I was appointed Chief Financial Officer of Best Buy, number 71 on the list of Fortune's 500 largest companies. A lot has come with that, including articles, accolades, and interviews. In all those moments, however, there has only been one that has literally made me cry. The moment that President Hinton asked me to be the commencement speaker. And then somewhere between her asking and this moment here on stage, it hit me. She'd asked me to speak for some reason, some purpose, and I was completely at a loss for what sage words I could possibly provide. Over the past several months, I've had a chance to meet with a number of Bennies and Johnnies, and I was quite certain that I could learn more from them, from you, that I could ever impart. Let me tell you, when you actually sit down and think about how to articulate wisdom, it gets daunting quickly. And so I did what any corporate finance nerd like me would do. I research. You start reading the greatest commencement speeches of all time. They're on the NPR website. There's 350 of them, and I found myself angry they didn't just power rank them from the best to the worst. You look at the role models around you, and you start to think about what makes them great. You ask your husband, a Johnny, about what great advice you've given him recently, and he just looks at you funny, wondering what the catch is. And then it hit me. I am who I am today in large part due to my time at St. Ben's. My time with President Hinton made me realize this. In fact, President Hinton and I really hit it off. I really love her. I feel like we were separated at birth or something. She's helped craft the vision for the future of St. Ben's, and it boils down to preparing women to think critically, lead courageously, advocate passionately. 6 words. 6. Think critically, lead courageously, advocate passionately. Little secret, corporate leadership teams would kill to boil their vision down to 6 words. And here's the truth. I believe in all my heart in those 6 words. I believe that's what made me successful. What will make you successful is a combination of those attributes, your support systems like your coworkers, family, and friends, and your very own roadmap, yet to be created. First, think critically. It's so easy for me to just say that's my job. It's what I do every day. I critically assess financials to deliver the best possible results. I know that sounds fascinating. It is, however, a lot more than that. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, in the Fortune 500, there are 69 female CFOs, 500 companies, 69 women lead finance. There are 21 female CEOs, and only 14% of the top 5 jobs at these companies are held by women. This is all against a backdrop where more than half of all business undergraduate degrees go to women. Thinking critically has always been a cornerstone of a St. Ben's liberal arts education. I remember walking into my freshman peace studies class that a young Jeff Anderson was leading. We couldn't figure out if he was a student or the teacher. Our first assignment, a paper outlining our point of view on a controversial subject. Now remember, I was a straight A's high school student. I rocked my ACTs and I loved standardized testing. I built a whole paper around what I thought was expected of me, following every rule of the law. Upon return, that paper was covered in more red feedback than any paper I had ever received in my relatively short paper writing history. It was not read because Jeff disagreed with my point of view. It was read because my point of view was woefully light on critical thinking, falling back on years of what I thought I was supposed to do. I became a better student and leader because these professors pushed me to think critically and courageously express my thoughts. More on that in a minute. I was not sitting in the audience 20 years ago thinking of my life as a CFO. I wasn't thinking that someday I'd have a big corporate job. I was just thinking about starting. I wanted to get started. The thing is, you kind of start your career by yourself, but your life is made up of thousands of interactions with others. Your career is made not just because you think critically, it's made because others around you think critically and teach you. In 1999, I had an interview at the Best Buy corporate campus with Ann Lowry, an amazing woman that immediately inspired me with her passion and her competence. I decided to leave my job in public accounting and go to Best Buy because I thought I could learn from her, not because I love TVs, but I do. And I did learn from her. In fact, I still do, as our paths cross regularly at Best Buy. She taught me so much, including the true art of mentorship and developmental feedback. In my 17 years at Best Buy, I've received more feedback than you can imagine. It's like giving an oral exam every day. You grow when you can sift through all that and constantly, critically think about both the leader you want to be and the path you want to take. At Best Buy, our executive team is half female. Our board of directors is almost half female, compared to 20% of Fortune 500 board members being female on average. I have the advantage of being surrounded by incredible women every day, just like I was at St. Ben's. They push me, make me better, advise me, and help me think more critically than I ever could think by myself. Before she left, the prior CFO and my boss, Sharon McCullum, was both my biggest advocate and my harshest critic. She did this only because she had aspirations for me and wanted me to be better. She also knew that my empowered, critical mind would drive unique and exceptional results, not just for the company, but for me personally. Find those around you who do not just agree with you, but will push you and challenge you to be better. Think critically. Next, lead courageously. 80 years ago, in 1937, my grandma began college at the University of Minnesota. She wanted to be an elementary school teacher, one of the few degrees that were offered to women at that time. She jumped into college like she leapt into all things in her life with full vigor and dedication. It all sounds pretty simple now, but remember, this was against the backdrop of the Great Depression. Her parents were a little less than pleased that she didn't just get married and get supported versus spending money. This did not deter my grandma, and few things do. She dedicated herself to a life of teaching young children. She's touched more lives as a result of her courageous start than I ever will. At 97, she can recall all the details of her dedication to education and still sits with my children, teaching them to read. Leading courageously will look different for each of you. Tip of the cap to Sheryl Sandberg here. She often refers to data and studies, things CFOs love, that highlight two key facts. First, when compared to men, women underestimate their performance, invariably self-ranking their personal and professional performance lower than their male peers. Second, and compounding this, men are, in the college-educated part of the population, men are seen as more ambitious than women, articulating their aspirations more boldly. Ladies, there's a big difference between being a braggart and advocating for yourself. Be courageous. I'm sure you can all agree with me when I say leading courageously is hard. I've made mistakes at work, and when I make mistakes, it's very public. I can be so afraid of making mistakes that I start to lose my ability to lead courageously. I play a game with my kids called What's the Worst Thing That Could Happen? When my son Parker, he's back there, was trying out for travel basketball, he was having a bit of stress about it. 90 kids trying out for only 50 or so spots can really test a little 10-year-old psyche. So I decided to play a game with him. I asked him, what's the worst thing that could happen? The answer is he'd play recreational basketball with his friends, have a great time, and learn skills. Not too bad. I told him I need to think that way too. On my very worst days at work, I have to remember, I have an amazing family, incredible support network, I'm in good health, and I have a fantastic education. Pretty darn good, all in all. Parents and family members stepping in as parents. As a parent myself of two amazing elementary-age children, I literally have no idea what it feels like to sit where you are. Years of memories likely flooding back. All that pride and perhaps some anxiety, wanting only the best always for your daughter. When I was pregnant, a friend told me once, having a child is like wearing your heart on the outside of your chest. I've found that being a parent is leading courageously every day. My family, including my parents, is what allows me to lead courageously. My grounding in what I see as important is what allows me to lead courageously. I believe my very humanity is what allows me to lead courageously. The Pope recently gave a TED Talk, and you know the world is changing when the Pope gives a TED Talk. In it, he said, "Tenderness is not weakness, it is fortitude. It is the path of solidarity, the path of humanity." Leading courageously is not always about being out in front storming the hill. It's not about being the leader. It's about being a leader. For me, that means being a real, sensitive human in all parts of my life, including my work. Look around for a second. At least part of your family is likely in this room with you. They know you have something amazing to give the world, and they will always be there for you. Have courage. What's the worst thing that could happen? Finally, advocate passionately. At Best Buy, we talk a lot about our purpose, and I don't mean in the corny, what are we here to do as a retailer sense. I mean our personal, individual purpose, the reason we come to work every day, the thing that drives us. It can be a hard question to answer. What is your purpose? I believe I am here to be a steward. I am here to leave the company, my family, the world a better place than when I found it. I try to live that way every day in all that I do. You all have a purpose, and I'd recommend that you take a moment and really think about that. A big part of my support system is my 8 closest college girlfriends back there somewhere. I've had a recurring meeting on my calendar for happy hour with these women for the last decade. I'm reminded on the first Thursday of every month that I need to take some time out of my life and see my roommates and friends. The group has evolved a bit over time, and now it's more often a brunch because of our hectic schedules, but we usually see each other at least once a month, often celebrating birthdays. They keep me grounded, inspired, and humble. Upon the news of my promotion, I should have known the first text message I would get was from the girls' text message string reading simply, "Well, we know who's picking up the tab at the next happy hour." Like all Bennies, we are a diverse group. We all advocate incredibly passionately, but incredibly differently. Erin is a middle school language arts teacher. That is her title. What she does is a different story. She's been known to take students to the optometrist to buy them glasses because it's clear they cannot see and they're falling behind in class, and their family obviously cannot afford to do so. Angie is a realtor driving her own business and defining her own future. She also devotes countless hours to an education nonprofit that teaches middle and high school students how to think about, discuss, and act on complex world issues, often missed in standardized curriculum. Jeannie is a manager at Grain Corp selling the raw goods that are used to make beer. She is also the most exceptional connector of people I have ever met, using her vast network to connect others to jobs, resources, and countless opportunities, and even a marriage or two, I believe. Anne is the policy coordinator at the Association of Minnesota Counties. She advocates every day for social services funding, often specifically aimed at creating jobs for the underserved. Tina is guest experience director at a nonprofit educational retreat center located in the rainforest of East Hawaii Island. She helps visitors find both personal and professional meaning far away from their daily lives, but she does miss most happy hours. Missy is Assistant VP Senior Performance Coach. She spends her days coaching and training others, both professionally, but also for many of us personally, where she also leverages the wide network she created through her time at United Way and other nonprofits to advocate for the disenfranchised. Tony is an audiovisual specialist at an organization that operates one of the world's largest real-time energy markets. Her passion, though, is art, and 5 of her paintings hang on my walls, a reminder of her exceptional talent. And my best friend in the world, Angie, works here at St. Ben's as the Director of Experiential Learning and Community Engagement. Her passion around this school has turned into a career. She works every day to help students engage in the community around them, and she has inspired countless students to take on challenges and careers they never considered. 20 years ago, we were all where you are, with majors that range from French studies to math, art history, and English. We didn't know where our roadmap would take us. I imagine you're all wondering where your roadmap is going to take you. I say all this only to reinforce there is no wrong path if you love what you do and then advocate passionately. Look at us, our dreams and aspirations continue to lead us on new adventures. And while not all our experiences are relevant to all of you, we will always have one thing in common. If you have ever been or are a Benny, please stand up. Bennies, stand up. There's some of you back there in the audience. I see you. Look around. Look around. This is part of your network, part of your support system, part of your past, part of your future. Give each other a smile and a wave. I'm not a hugger, so smile, wave. There it is. All right, now you can sit down. Thank you. Here's the truth. There's no roadmap to your life. There's no Siri to tell you to take left at College Avenue. All you can do is embrace your experiences and passions, make decisions, and learn from mistakes. Today I hit on all parts of my life. My work, my family, my friends, they all make me who I am, and I bring them all with me every day I go to work, every day I charge the next hill. So here's my sage advice. It's the same advice I want to give my 7-year-old daughter, Jackson Marie, sitting right over there, watching this speech. Jackson, graduates, think critically, lead courageously, advocate passionately. Do that, Bennies, and you will lead an exceptional life. Thank you.
Elizabeth Erickson is an accounting major with a concentration in public accounting from Oakdale, Minnesota. In her 4 years at the College of St. Benedict, she has been involved in a variety of activities on campus. She worked as a recruiter for the St. John's University football team for 3 years. Elizabeth spent her senior year serving as St. Ben's Senate President each and every day, leading 17 amazing senators to empower women on the St. Ben's campus. More recently, Elizabeth was nominated for the Student Body President of the Year Award organized by the National Campus Leadership Council. While at CSB, she spent a semester abroad in Greece and Italy, was a member of the Joint Events Council, served as an orientation leader, and will continue to keep her class connected through her role as chair of the class representatives. After graduation, Elizabeth plans to work at Deloitte, a public accounting firm, in the public audit practice. Sound familiar? Please join me in welcoming the senior speaker, Elizabeth Erickson.
Thank you, Dr. Ice, for the warm introduction. Greetings, President Hinton, Ms. Barry, faculty, trustees, administration, alumni, friends, family, and my Benny sisters of the class of 2017. It is an honor, a privilege, and a dream to speak to you all today. In this distinguished group, we have All-American athletes, National Environmental Grant recipients, established artists, first-generation college graduates, and so many more. As always, our community surrounds us. Today, it's in celebration of our accomplishments as bright students and as powerful women. As I stand here, I see the beaming faces of those who raised us to be the bright-eyed first years we were 4 years ago. They are a big reason we are sitting here today. The love and support they have shown us as we joined way too many clubs, stressed over finals, and changed majors 4 times is irreplaceable. Mom and Dad, thank you for showing me that the world is mine if I work hard, surround myself with people who support me, and if anything goes wrong, to try and try again. I would not be here today without you. Graduates, whoever these people are for you, parents, grandparents, friends, mentors, they deserve an erupting round of applause. My roommates and I can tell you that writing this speech was very difficult. I could speak for hours on the accomplishments of the women sitting before me and the love I have for this place. But then our moms might run out of Kleenex. We have learned a lot in our 4 years at St. Ben's. Most importantly, we've learned what it means to be a Benny. Bennies are strong and courageous. We're presented with a challenge, whether that be a 15-page ethics paper or large Gary's cream cheese pizza. It will be tackled with tenacity. Bennies are supportive and present in each moment, proudly supporting our Blazers at basketball games and our friends at capstone presentations. Bennies are bold and independent, mentoring those around us to accomplish their goals, leading through roles in JEC and in Senate. Bennies are kind and sometimes a little sappy, continuously finding ourselves reminiscing about those nights ending in Piano Man, the countless episodes watched on the Game Show Network, and each productive homework session at the local blend. Bennies are the best friends. St. Ben's has brought me friends who always have my back. Friends who will patiently climb a mountain with me in Switzerland, order China One because the thought of cooking is way too much, and jump into freezing cold Lake Sag just for the cold water challenge. I am proud to be a Benny. Graduating from an all-women's institution has empowered us to go on to do great things. As St. Ignatius said, we will go forth and set the world on fire. And so, as we set off with torches blazing, I want to share with you all the 3 best pieces of advice I received during my time at St. Ben's. Advice number 1, the most successful people make their bed every morning. Often, we cannot control the outcome of a day, but we can control how we prepare for it. Making your bed only takes a few seconds, but it will set you up for success each morning. We will encounter good days and bad days. The best thing we can do is prepare ourselves for every single one of them. Preparing to attend St. Ben's, we took numerous trips to Target to buy the perfect patterned rug and every size storage bin available. And then on that really hot August day, 1,360 days ago, we quickly unloaded our U-Hauls to the welcoming faces of the St. Ben's community. The years that followed were, of course, an unpredictable roller coaster of experiences and growth. If you don't think you've grown, go reread your FYS research paper. Our future holds a plethora of experiences, but St. Ben's has prepared us for anything that will get thrown our way. Every exam cramming all-nighter, every early morning link ride, and every happy hour at the Midi have prepared us for this moment, our moment to step into the world. Advice number 2, seek cultures unlike your own. Embracing other cultures is about so much more than visiting new places. Sorry, guys. It's about developing relationships with others, listening to them not to reply, but listening to understand. This is something that most women have the pleasure to embrace during their time at CSB. Whether that be through study abroad, an ABE, Festival of Cultures, CAB meetings, or your randomly assigned roommate. The class of 2017 comes from 11 different countries, 17 different states, and 475 different families. Each of us has unique experiences, but that is what makes us beautiful. Melody Hobson, the president of Ariel Investments, said, invite people into your life who don't look like you, think like you, act like you. You might find they challenge your assumptions and make you grow as a person. We are incredibly lucky to have spent 4 years at an institution that encourages debate, differences, and growth. This time has not been without its challenges as we attempt to leave CSB more inclusive than we found it. Now, as strong-willed Benny alumni, we will continue to see the world through a lens different from our own. Be bold, be courageous, and challenge yourself to find others that help you grow as a person. Advice number 3, live your life in Greek time. The Greeks have 2 types of time, chronos and kairos. Each day we have a chronos mindset, as in the word chronological. There are 24 hours in a day, 7 days in a week, and we define a workday by the number of hours we worked. It is important to be conscious of time and responsibilities, but I want to encourage each of you to adopt a kairos mindset. Kairos is a qualitative measure of moments, thinking of time as a collection of these moments rather than simply a passage of the minutes. As we graduate from St. Ben's, be present in this moment. Be proud of all that you've accomplished over the past 4 years, because it has not been easy. Each moment holds a different memory, whether it be waking up early on fall Saturday mornings to shout our school pride at Johnny football games, or dressing our best to indulge in turkey chocolate-covered strawberries at Christmas dinner. These moments will forever be a part of us. Graduates, look to your left and look to your right. These women have been by your side as you've laughed, stressed, and celebrated. Although the ringing of the St. Ben's bell will no longer sing out while we chat over Gretzky, new experiences will help keep these relationships strong as we enter into the next stage of our life. To be a Benny is to be a part of a larger community, a family of empowerment that always has your back. As we proudly walk across this stage today, hopefully without tripping, it is the end to our time as college students, but is the beginning of something much greater. We will go on to be nurses, teachers, dentists, accountants, and so much more, changing the world one day at a time. Friends, we will no longer live down the hall or across the street from one another, but I think Winnie the Pooh captured this moment the best. If there ever comes a day when we can't be together, keep me in your heart and I'll stay there forever. These past 4 years together will forever be a part of us. It is with sincere gratitude and immense love that I thank you all for sharing your lives with me and teaching me the true meaning of being a Benny. I know with certainty that choosing to be a Benny was the best decision I ever made. Class of 2017, I am so proud to be your classmate and friend. I cannot wait to see how you change the world. Congratulations, fellow graduates. Go out, be your empowered self, and proudly let your Benny light shine. Thank you.
Today's program lists 475 candidates for the baccalaureate degree. The College of St. Benedict is happy to recognize these candidates. It is understood that the appropriate degrees are earned by the candidates who successfully complete all requirements for that degree by the end of the scholastic year. Will the candidates for the degrees please rise? Dr. Mary Dana Hinton, President of the College of St. Benedict. These students are now presented to you for conferral of the appropriate degrees.
On the recommendation of the faculty of the College of St. Benedict and St. John's University, and by the authority vested in me by the College of St. Benedict Board of Trustees, I confer upon these candidates whose names appear in the commencement program the appropriate Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science degrees indicated, with all the attendant rights and privileges of which the degrees to be given to them shall be forever the testimony. Dr. Barb May, Associate Dean, please come forward and assist with the presentation of diplomas. I ask Dr. Karen Erickson, Academic Dean, to come forward to read the names of our candidates for degrees.
Students, please be seated. Not you. May I ask the audience to withhold applause until all candidates have received their degrees. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honors, egregia cum laude, Paige Margaret Merwin. Hannah Elise Salto. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honors, summa cum laude, Margaret Elizabeth Anderson. Sarah Jean Barry. Maria Teresa Bredick. Claire Elizabeth Bicey. Emma Marie Christensen. Sarah Marie Clark. Leon Helen Conrad. Libby Rose Cronican. Amy Jo Elizabeth Iden. Amy Megan Versa. Kelly Ann Hoosman. Hannah Olivia Kangas. Emily Kathleen Kilbasa. Mary Dorothy Dolores Corman. Allison Ray Kosabud. Molly Marie Lax. Sarah Kathleen Leifeld. Kaylee Nicole McCoy. Caitlin Marie McGoldrick. Sarah Maxine McLarnon. Mia Christine McVicker. Madison Cecilia Morris. Hope Palmer Mueller. Megan Jean Myers. Haley Ann Nettleton. Rachel Ann Paulson. Hannah Marie Piaski. Brittany Jo Relke. Cassandra Joy Rolene. Erica Ann Schlungen. Lindsay K. Sommer. Eliana Nicole Steenison. Amy Elizabeth Weil. Elizabeth Diane Waugh. Emma Ann Weber. Yanli In. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honors, magna cum laude. Samantha Lee Anderson. Emily Rose Asproth. Ruth Elizabeth Becker. Malia Elizabeth Carson. Anne Mary Dittburner. Ke Dong. Julia Ann Norby Eckhart. Catherine Ray Eischeid. Hannah Ann Esselman. Laura Louise Finn. Megan Elizabeth Flynn. Amanda Lee Faroo. Jana Christine George. Anne Sophia Gleich. Megan Mackenzie Grangs. Megan Elizabeth Harder. Caitlin Mary Heidelberger. Danica Elizabeth Jackson. Catherine Ann Jennison. Johanna Elizabeth Utes. Heather Lynn Kaluzniak. Faith Ellen Kersey Branick. Maria Elizabeth Kaminsky. Jacqueline Monique Koenig. Melissa Jean Coop. Monica Rose Langfeld. Alyssa Lauren Larson. Annie Christine Lauber. Lauren Marie Lutkins. Hannah Elaine Lynch. Rebecca Jane Meshke. Olivia Marie Musser. Josephine Grace Nestler. Madeline Therese Olson. Paige Marie Pautsky. Ashley Marie Phillips. Madeline Ann Rainey. Mariah Reedy Rathmanner. Elise Victoria Helen Reed. Laura Louise Rude. Allison Marie Roberts. Allison Marie Rudnikus. Chelsea Marie Rutz. Rachel Lee Schlumperger. Amelia Claire Schmelzer. Caitlin Terry Schmitz. Allison Nicole Stacken. Brittany Elizabeth Stein. Megan Elizabeth Streeter. Ladina Marie Swanson. Emily Gail Thornton. Anna Claire Webster. Rachel Lee Wolf. Catherine Ann Zender. Caitlin Marie Zern. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honors Cum Laude. Maeve Kenny Adam. Amy Catherine Banworth. Noelle Bataya Miller. Elena Rose Bergen. Alyssa Marie Bussett. Shannon Kelly Callanan. Sarah Ann Dobish. Caitlin Rose Duda. Claudia Jean Eisenhuth. Elizabeth Marie Flaherty. Maggie Ann Gower. Allison Michelle Hall. Madeline Marie Haug. Mattia Joe Hendrickson. Mary Frances Hooley. Anna Marie Hugh. Fiasha Avery Johnson. Yu Lim Kim. Casey Jan Klinker. Hannah Marie Koima. Megan Ann Coop. Elizabeth Marie Crepiers. Aubrey Paula Mickelson. Allison Casey Newton. Kelly Janine Olzenak. Catherine Jane Pettinger. Nicole Marie Phillips. Sarah Marie Rathbone. Shanley Nicole Roach. Gina Elizabeth Santella. Elizabeth Ann Schneider. Jacqueline Mara Schenecker. Melissa Ann Selden. Catherine Ann Stelzner. Marissa Ann Swagel. Alexa Janetta Tripp. Teresa Lorraine Wenner. Nicole Margaret Womack. Maider Yang. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honors, egregia cum laude, Mary Rose Costello. Rachel D. Rittenhouse. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honors, summa cum laude, Miranda K. Miller. Molly Isabel O'Neill. Kayleen Marie Sire. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honors, magna cum laude, Jessica Mary Hanowski. Madeline Elizabeth Hulcher. Madeline Maria King. Callan Whitney Knudsen. Kathleen Margaret Mayhew. Katie Renee Nosbush. Tricia Marie Steiner. Lauren Shea Walerius. Sadie Mae Walensky. Mariah Catherine Zamzo. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honors, cum laude, Mackenzie Marie Brem. Emma Ann Kranz. Alexandra K. Nepsund. Grace Elizabeth Precourt. Margaret Lynn Schrader. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Jocelyn Alcala. Sarah Rose Allen. Frida Azaria Alvarez. Madison Lee Ames. Abigail Elise Amundson. Nicole Marie Anderson. Kanae Misty Melissa Andrews. Sydney Susan Andruskevich. Nicole Christy Argudine. Vivian Lee Arredondo. Anne Nerissa Avestris. Vanessa Baena. Megan Millian Baker. Amanda Jean Balloon. Kayla Ann Bartels. Erin Kelly Beacom. Olivia Marie Buteau. Sarah McKenna Beck. Kimberly Rose Belts. Cerisa Ann Bennett. Margaret Frances Bernatich. Alexis Ruth Bernstein. Emily Ann Berthume. Carly Ann Betterman. Jessica Jo Bishop. Megan Rose Blaine. Eve Mackenzie Blake. Abigail Boadu. Rachel Ann Beaver. Megan Marie Bowman. Madeline Susanna Bojar. Emanuela Ne Wu Bonglak. Kimberly Arali Bonilla Ramos. Emily Catherine Boyle. Hannah Dawn Brink. Abigail Frances Bushy. Kendra Marie Bukowski. Vanessa Alexis Caldera. Kechun Zhao. Leah Erin Carey. Megan Catherine Carlone. Madeline Maureen Casper. Rebecca Ann Caspers. Elizabeth Lanier Cassidy. Marisol Castillo. Sarah Marie Catcher. Madeline Rose Cochran. Catherine Genevieve Cristan. Haley Susan Curtis. Teresa Marie Kerwick. Erin Marie Dahl. Megan Maureen Daly. Claire Elizabeth Daughters. Karina Rose DeYoung. Anne Harriet Louise DeSalvo. Megan Michelle DeLiberti. Megan Nicole Doberstein. Blanca Estela Dominguez. Ellen Rose Donovan. Chaltu Hussein Dotto. Caitlin Marie DuPaul, Abby Ruthann Ekman, Maggie Christine Eli, Caitlin Nicole Elena, Elizabeth Ann Ellens, Leah Marie Ellman, Elizabeth Jean Erickson, Emily Rose Erickson, Morgan Laura Espelin, Zeta Christine McLaughlin Ewing, Angelica Fajardo, Gina Christine Fangle, Kara Ann Fiddler, Cindy Nebres Bierman, Corinne Marie Flagg, Mackenzie Irene Suzanne Flickinger, Naisha Nichelle Ford, Elizabeth Barbara Fountain, Catherine Grace Foy, Anne Juanita Frank, Ellen Marie Franta, Alexandra Nicole Frost, Jessica Lee Firth, Maria Jasmine Galvez, Lindsay Ann Gelling, Abigail Jo Gertis, Elizabeth Catherine Gessel, Regine Iman Ginther, Wei Lian Gong, Claire Elizabeth Gonzalez, Paige Elizabeth Goodman, Sophie Josephine Gorman, Taylor Marie Grutwasink, Abigail Eleanor Groves, Chamani Madhushika Gunasekera, Erin Elizabeth Guzzi, Stacy Guzman, Sarah Elizabeth Haas, Sabrina Ann Haben, Sophia Ann Harris, Jillian Ray Haugen, Taylor Nicole Hadeen, Ashley Marino Headland, Madeline Nicole High, Jacqueline Ann Heiza, Molly Christine Heller, Madeline Rose Hero, Emily Jo Heng, Elizabeth Caitlin Hinkemeyer, Megan Martha Hintz, Megan Laura Hoisington, Molly Elizabeth Horner, Kanisha Lene Howard, Marlene Huerta Apanco, Michaela Hillary Hooney, Abigail Rose Mary Hilla, Emily Grace Iannazzo, Nicole Marie Jager, Maria Guadalupe Jaime, Stephanie Jean, Alma Rosa Jimenez Cerrato, Samantha Lee Johnson, Sarah Lundquist Jones, Ashton Nicole Juice, Taylor Diane Joy, Casey May Kane, Loveline Kaur, Macy Nicole Kelly, Nicole Mary Kelly, Claire Elizabeth Kennedy, Anne Marie Rose Kettler, Rachel Ann Ketz, Yoon Young Kim, Stephanie Ann Kirk, Maria Evelyn Knudsen, Catherine Marie Kosarek, Ashley Ann Kohler, Megan Noel Koenig, Jamie Ann Krallman, Abby Edna Kramers, Brianna Lynn Koopser, Ha Huang Lam, Natalie Ann Lambert, Amy Marie Larson, Elizabeth Ann Larson, Paige Kathleen Lowinger, Kablia Lee, Komani Lee, Pamela Lee, Pangzong Sandy Lee, Mary Margaret Lenz, Quinn Alexandra Leonard, Fun Lee, Lauren Mikhail Lingenfelter, Meredith Elizabeth Liu, Winnie Liu, Mary Kate Elizabeth Luddick, Caitlin Mershman Ludlow, Megan Marie Lutz, Madison Joy Mack, Sinloria Krista Olabumi McCrae, Claire Marie Madden, Bethany Ann Motter, Alexandra K. Madsen, Paige Lene Mackey, Elizabeth Martinez, Morgan Elizabeth McCormick, Erin Bernadette McGlinch, Margaret Mary McGraw, Casey Catherine Medved, Leah Elizabeth Michelson, Bettina Milosh, Alice Mary Molden, Elizabeth Nicole Moline, Annie Lynn Mollison, Megan Christine Monosmith, Brenda Montes, Shannon Marie Murphy, Carly Ray Murray, Hanae Nakamoto, Elizabeth Ray Nelson, Rachel Lillian Nelson, Raina Elizabeth Nelson, Amy Marguerite Nemenich, Haley Ann Nermo, Jennifer Agnes Nisham, Anne Catherine Noel, Allison Lee Norgard, Kaylee Marie Therese O'Connell, Megan Kathleen O'Connor, Victoria Jean Ottinger, Emily Ann Olson, Miranda Lynn Schramm Olson, Caitlin Zobitz Palo, Yuri Park, Imani Alexandria Parker, Jenna Marie Paskowitz, Amanda Ann Patch, Jennifer Ellen Paul, Carissa Lee Pazin, Nicole Ann Peterson, Brianna Lynn Plantenberg, Megan Anna Pozusta, Morgan Noel Potter, Grace Marie Poliot, Leah Larissa Powell, Elizabeth Susan Pritchard, Emma Caroline Proudfit, Genevieve Irene Putnam, Jessica Lynn Pyzik. Casey Danielle Quillen. Raina Jean Quinnell. Ashley Ann Raditz. Anna Therese Raker Rebeck. Brooke Patricia Rasmussen. Hannah Beth Rasmussen. Cassandra Rose Rauschendorfer. Samantha Ray Reamer. Ellen Joyce Wright. Abby Lynn Reiniches. Martha Anna Reisinger. Taylor Quinn Rennie. Carissa Sue Ressaman. Alexis Lee Rice. Abigail Marie Riggleman. Abby Elizabeth Renowski. Madeline Ann Roberts. Yariset Hasmin Rodriguez. Megan Joanne Rogers. Elizabeth Esther Rojas Amezquita. Samantha Lee Rutten. Maeve Elizabeth Ryan. Monaline Rose Santana. Angela Christine Sausen. Peyton Elizabeth Schreiner. Caitlin Patricia Schulte. Sabrina Marie Schultz. Brianna Barbara Schulzenberg. Keandra Shanquia Schumacher. Gabrielle Nicole Schwartz. Jennifer Serrato. Christina Mary Silacek. Lydia Catherine Skemp. Stephanie Josephine Scoro. Daisy Solis. Brianna Gloria Soto. Sarah Noel Spear. Sydney Jean Sperling. London Reed Stelton. Brooke Anna Steyer. Lauren Ellen Stilley. Nicole Lois Sundby. Alexis Jordan Tebben Heath. Hiran Gazal Tebeka. Ma Li Tao. Nina Tao. Pa Tao. Sarah Ann Thayer. Morgan Allison Thole. Leah Lindsay Thomas. Kelly Lynn Thorson, Jeanette Erin Thornton, Virginia Lane Todd, Isabel Marie Tompkins, Rachel Marie Tretter, Mary Claire Triggs, Jessica Lynn Trosson, Megan Maureen Trudell, Natalie Noel Euchre, Stephanie Marie Van Beek, Beth Va Vang, Lee Vang, Maikalia Selena Vang, Kaya Simone Vasile, Victoria Lee Vogt, Jessica Rose Voigt, Vanessa Marie Voigt, Catherine Lynn Wallerick, Michaela K. Wand, Colleen Molly Weber, Alexis Kate Wentlant, Grace Ann Werner, Katarina Marie Wesche, Paige Alexandra Wigstrom, Brianna Hosanna Simone Williamson, Sadeh Brahani Woldu, Emma Florence Woods, Jenny Chung, Lisa Ma Zhang, Brianna Yang, Gao Hardy Yang, Ronnie Yang, Shua Yang, Wihad Salaeldin Yassin, Shuhan Yi, Shu Ting Zhang, Hannah Mary Zobitz. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science: Mackenzie Nicole Dent, Leah Ray Margaret Enerson, Nicole Lynn Flesch, Kendall Marie Folkska, Kaylee Juana Garcia, Chantel Marie Goss, Lily Ann Hauger, Hannah Jo Hirsch, Jamie Lee Holthouse, Brianne Lee Ilgen, Rachel Jean Kiley, Bridget Diane Kirschke, Peyton Kelly Mead, Christine Ann Palmer. Chloe Adrienne Palmquist. Paige Ann Pierscala. Alexa Ann Robick. Emily Beth Schlungen. Laura Elizabeth Schmidt. Emily Ann Schwen. Elizabeth Ann Sloan. Erin Catherine Stalker. Gabriel Kendra Joy Thomas. Tess Marie Troyak. Lisa Tu. Gabriela Hernandez Weber. Please join me in a round of applause for our graduates.
To you, the graduates of the class of 2017, congratulations. As president of the St. Ben's Alumni Board, I'm delighted to officially welcome you to the Alumni Association, an amazing group of more than 22,000 women in the United States and around the world. This is the Benny Network, a vibrant and dynamic group of women who are our colleagues, mentors, and our closest friends. Guided by the values we learned at St. Ben's, you and I are destined to make a difference in the communities where we live and work. I'm excited to watch your futures unfold, and I look forward to hearing about your accomplishments. I encourage you to come back to campus often, because St. Ben's will always be your home. Congratulations to each of you, and welcome to the Benny Alumni Association.
And let us pray. Creator of the centuries, center of all wisdom, giver of life, may you be praised for these graduates from the College of St. Benedict who have lived and learned with us these last years. We rejoice that they have engaged what it means to think critically, lead courageously, and advocate passionately. We celebrate the commencement of these young women who have been formed by the 1,500-year Benedictine heritage prepared for them by the Sisters of the Order of St. Benedict as they established this campus of St. Benedict's Monastery and the College of St. Benedict. By the power of your presence, O God, may the Catholic, Benedictine, and gospel values they have appreciated and acquired, and to which they have witnessed, continue to direct their decisions and determine their priorities. As they have experienced inspired learning, may they continue the tradition of inspiring lives. With grateful hearts, may they always cherish the unparalleled opportunities they have experienced as students of the College of St. Benedict. experiences that have linked them with the liberal arts for life. Filled with confidence and humility, may they exhibit an unwavering focus on the holistic and transformational development of women as leaders, professionals, and scholars. May they continue to engage, learn from, and work with people from a rich variety of cultural backgrounds and identities. Through their dedication and commitment, may they embrace the changes and challenges that impact their life with the same courage, strength, and boldness of our foremothers. May they always persist in cultivating habits of spiritual, social, cultural, and intellectual engagement and initiatives for the common good. Habits that flow from the Catholic and Benedictine experiences that are foundational to the College of St. Benedict. Finally, Lord, may they know of our care and concern for them. May they know that our prayers go with them and that they will forever be held in our hearts as we ask God to watch over and protect them now and always. Amen.